The AA are not going to be with me until 11 AM.
Yeah, I got that very wrong. Oh, what a dickhead. Oh, this doesn't feel right. It's making me feel a bit seasick. Can you see the road? What are you f***ing doing? Shit! Shit!
I have doubts. I'm going to see the M62 and I'm going to want to turn left and just go home and get in bed. This is really hard for me. What's up, drivers? This January I turned 30. Yikes, I know. I'd be lying if I said it hadn't triggered some kind of crisis within me, because it absolutely has. I wanted my 30th birthday to be celebrated by achieving something. Some kind of world record, if you will. The idea began with looking at the record times for John O'Groats to Land's End, and I had my sights set on beating the time set by Lucy and Martin Grogan of 19 hours. Although my friend Tom J actually did this trip in his Passat in 14 hours, but has his video unlisted due to copyright issues with the music. Mate, go get that sorted and go update Wikipedia. I contacted Guinness World Records to see what we could set up, only for them to turn around and ask me for £11,000 to track my attempt. Yeah, that wasn't happening. So the goalpost shifted. Instead of selfish, expensive glory, I now decided I wanted to do a fundraiser for Cancer Research UK. A link to my fundraiser for this challenge is at the top of the description of this video. The trip is entirely self-funded, meaning everything donated to my page goes directly to Cancer Research UK, and I'm almost at my goal before even releasing this video, so please do help out if you're able. But what would my challenge now be? I had a shower moment where suddenly my brain went, what about east to west? So I did a bit of homework and discovered that the furthest eastern point of mainland UK is Ness Point Lowestoft, and the furthest western point is Ardnamurchan Lighthouse, Scotland. Next I needed to know what time I had to beat to set a record, and as far as I could tell, there kind of isn't one. Andrew T of Porsche Club GB made the journey starting at Ness Point, funnily enough passing through and stopping in Hull on day 3, but didn't get to Ardnamurchan until day 8, but he obviously wasn't trying to set any kind of record time. The Cornish cyclist set a pretty amazing time of 6 days, and Matt Porter, aka Gadget Man, made the trip in a Tesla Model S100D, but it's very unclear how long it actually took him. Although judging from the novel of issues he had with the charging ports and his booking of overnight camping pod stays, suggests that his time was at least over 24 hours from point to point. Finally, motorcyclist John Chivers did it without the use of motorways in 13 hours 11 minutes. But with a moving time of 9 hours 40 and the trip taking a minimum of roughly 12 to 13 plus hours to complete without stopping, it's safe to assume that not every speed limit was adhered to. So here are the rules for my version of this challenge. No speeding. Any instance of 10% plus 1 will result in a 5-minute time penalty. This penalty can then be added again after 90 seconds. The timer officially starts when I release my handbrake at Ardnamurchan Point, and the timer officially stops when I set foot onto the middle of the Ness Point circle. Unlimited stops are allowed, and the use of the Curran Ardgour ferry is also allowed. My trip started out with me being a bit of a daft twat. The AA are not going to be with me until 11 AM, and it's currently 9:10. I called the AA out for the guy to scan my car, find nothing, and then simply press OK on my maintenance reminders. Clearly my head wasn't in the right place. Idiot.
3 hours later.
Oh, you're letting me go. Okay. That was very nice of them, because I was just about to reverse.
Video protected.
I'd planned to meet up in Glasgow on my way up with Rachel and Daryl from Motorway Mondays 31, but Rachel wasn't feeling the best, so I made a detour to West Kilbride instead. Now this is a true DCH fan right here. That is effort.
2 hours later.
It wouldn't be a DCH road trip without me making an absolute howler while driving now, would it?
Front in April and triathlon in September, so no backing out now. I'm very happy to be your buddy, your running buddy. I'm very impressed that you're doing a triathlon and a 10k walk run as well. Emma, congratulations. Well done. The journey has well and truly begun. Right, now next week it's all changed on Radio 2. It's going to be
I got that very
some
fucking
brilliant
wrong.
broadcasters on the radio, keeping us
Very fucking wrong.
Video protected.
Oh, what a dickhead.
Something I found quite charming about Scotland was how selfless the drivers are. Seriously. I was more than happy to chill behind this truck, but when he notices we're heading the same way at a turn-off, he pulls in to let me pass.
Oh, what a boss. Cheers, lad. Now, where's the entrance to this thing? Is that it? That looks like an entrance to me. Looks like it's going to scrape all the underside of my car.
Now, when I was planning the trip, I was originally going to start at Ness Point. However, the roads in Ardnamurchan are infinitely more challenging, and places to stay were both expensive and few and far between. I eventually found somewhere willing to do me a short stay as a one-off, but it was almost 90 minutes away from the furthest western point. I didn't really feel like I'd want to be doing an extra 90 minutes on top of the end of the challenge, while exhausted on sketchy roads, so I decided to start my challenge in the west. Whichever I chose, Hull is probably the worst place to live for doing any kind of point-to-point UK challenge. Anyway, I reach my stay and try to unwind for the night with no TV, no phone signal, and no Wi-Fi.
The next day.
Okay, so I've had a pretty decent sleep. Got to bed at 10 PM, just woke up, it's about 8 AM. Ignore my clothes on the floor. I was very lazy last night, okay? Look at that. Yeah, I was a bit blown away to just walk in here and see that. Because, I mean, when I got here it was pitch black. So whose doggy are you then? Hello? You friendly? You friendly? You friendly pup? You are a friendly pup. Where did you come from?
6.5 hours later.
At around 2:10 PM, after getting as much sleep as I possibly could, I set off for Ardnamurchan Point. It's nice to know, by the way, that drunk people are equally as obsessed with putting traffic cones on things, even all the way out here.
They've stopped, so I might have to stop somewhere here as well. Are you stopping for me? Yeah, go on then, go on then. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait for you. Oh, shit! And they're turning away anyway. No, they were waiting for me. Well, I did expect to damage my car a little bit on this trip. It always happens. I don't think it was too bad.
Video protected.
What a pig. I didn't even need to get over. And they stopped for me anyway. This is what I mean. Scottish drivers are so nice. I've not had to really give way once other than when I've absolutely had to, do you know what I mean? When it's been a 50-50 situation, they've always let me. Shit. Can you get past me with it? Thank you very much. Imagine this being your postal route. It's mad. Oh shit. Woo! Oh, a bit of poo came out.
After arriving, I soak in my surroundings, if you'll pardon the pun, give the lighthouse a little donation, and get my car in position to get some photos.
Well, here we are, Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. I'm going to chill for a bit before actually starting the challenge, I think, but here we are. We made it!
I make my final preparations, knowing full well that I have truly no idea how this journey is going to go and how much it's going to take out of me. All I can do now is take a deep breath and let it out. 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit!